It doesn't make sense because I had taken a pain pill at like 5 a.m. that morning. And this is the first time I've ever told anybody this. It was like at 5 a.m. that morning, and went to PT and everything, came home. Like, I really thought it'd probably be out of my system. I was going to drink a couple glasses of wine, get on the plane and pass out. Well, I got in an altercation with someone, and then like, it didn't make sense what I said because like, well, it wasn't making sense to people. It was making sense in my head because I was in an altercation. I was like, this dude's not being real. And the way it came out just sounded absolutely batshit.
So you took a pain pill, drank.
Yeah.
And did you know that?
Let's like look at
Yeah. Take me back. Yeah, exactly.
So it was like 5 a.m. that I took the pain pill because I got up early. I had like a 7 a.m. PT sesh. And then by the time my flight wasn't until like 2 or I don't know, 1. I can't even remember at this point. It was like later on in the afternoon. And I just had 2 glasses of like white wine. And I thought I was super relaxed. Nope. Definitely backfired. But yeah, so that's like the actual like true story of what happened. But there's no like conspiracy theory. There's no wild like.
Did you know the person that you said this person?
No.
Just
I had and this is funny too because people are like, why was she on the back of the plane? I'm like, well, first of all, why does that matter? But second of all, I didn't book my ticket. And I was on the aisle seat, and I wasn't even supposed to be on this flight, so I got moved around a million times. So I was on the aisle seat, and I offered up my aisle seat to this man. He I was like, I'm 5'2", like I'll sit in the middle. It's no big deal. He didn't talk. He had like a mask on, like up to here, like a bandana thing. And we just kind of got into an altercation, but like, it wasn't enough to like storm off a plane. It wasn't enough to make a scene. It was just like, once you get to that level of like where you're worked up to a certain point, like
like he wasn't giving you enough room when he took your aisle seat.
His legs were in my way. But yeah, like it spiraled out of control. Like, and then, once you're worked up to a certain level, it's like, it's really hard to.
Yeah. So you're like, get me off this fucking plane?
Pretty much. Yeah.
And because it was just that guy and you were in a weird headspace.
Both. Yeah. I mean, we did get into it. Like, and I called the flight attendants over. I asked to be moved like multiple times, but there was no other seats on the plane. So it wasn't until like I'd gotten really worked up that they're like, oh no, what? Like, we'll find a place for her to sit. It's like at that point I was like,
and it just had escalated.
Rails. Yeah.
And you're like, get me the fuck off this. And anyone who wants to sit with that motherfucker can figure it out.
Yeah.
Is that the idea?
Yeah.
Excuse my language.
And I was,
right?
Obviously, I think I have the language problem. Yeah. And we got in, and I didn't feel like safe in that moment. Whether that's warranted or not, that's a different ballgame. But I definitely didn't feel safe.
Well, I think what's interesting is that I didn't think it was crazy because I think we've all been on a plane where like, get me off for some reason or another.
You know me, and you know my intentions in my heart. Like, I would never want to disrupt someone's like vacation or whatever. So yeah, like coming out of it, it's like, I think people were, why isn't she giving interviews? Why is she doing this? Like, there was all this like speculation on who I was, what I was doing, what I wasn't doing. And there's no playbook for like going viral. You don't know, like, I have no clue how to navigate this.